Breaking news just into the newsroom. This is the 911 call from the movie set where Alec Baldwin accidentally shot and killed a colleague, and it's just been released.
Santa Fe Fire and EMS, what's the location of the emergency?
Bonanza Creek Ranch has had 2 people accidentally shot on a movie set by a prop gun. We need help immediately. Okay. Bonanza Creek Ranch, come on.
Stay on the phone with me. We're going to get some help, okay? Don't hang up, okay? Hold on just 1 second.
It sounds like somebody else is calling for 2 ambulances.
Somebody else is calling.
You better make good. Everybody should be. We need some help. Our director and our cameraman. This camerawoman has been shot.
That's just an awful story. There is still confusion about how this all transpired. We are following the story closely. We'll have updates throughout the morning and a live update from the scene at Santa Fe.
Update.
Nerdrotic.com.
What the fuck are they doing with that gun if they're not even shooting? What are they waving it around?
Dude,
It's like, why are
you need to have a prop master on set going, here's the gun, check it. There's no rounds in here. Give it over.
Private chat, Gary. Pull that link up that I just saw in the LA Times about what happened a few hours before this incident went down.
LA Times.
Look at this.
Hours
Hours before
before.
actor Alec Baldwin fatally shot the cinematographer in the New Mexico set of Rust with a prop gun. A half a dozen camera crew workers walked off the set to protest working conditions. This shit is not getting any better. This is getting worse and worse by the minute.
They might have saved their own lives.
What is going
So
on?
reportedly, there were a lot of safety problems that they had, obviously. Some of them had to drive like fucking a long way to go back to Albuquerque to actually like stay there. Whereas only the production staff, like Alec Baldwin himself, had hotels in town near where they were shooting. So a lot of them protested about it. Eventually, they just quit. Like a bunch of the staff just quit. So the people who were there, other than the director and the cinematographer who tragically lost her life, a lot of them were brand new and had no idea what they were doing. That's what I saw on Instagram, but again, not confirmed by.
And they keep saying
source.
prop. They keep saying prop gun. You can't shoot somebody with a prop gun. It was a real gun.
Yes.
Which means you have to have a prop master on set with prop guns and real guns and saying, like, going through with the actors, this is what a real gun is, checking the rounds, making sure it's a prop. Like, there are steps that you need to go through. Why was nobody doing this?
It's a good point. Prop gun is no one would have died if it was a prop gun.
Right. They keep saying prop gun. It's not a prop gun.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Gary, I got another link I'm putting in there. And then that's the 911 call that was just released, I guess, that took place right after the incident happened. And this thing, go ahead.
Are prop guns like essentially just real guns?
They have blank firing guns, and then they also have real guns that they shoot with blanks also. So there's there's two different types of prop guns. So there's only one that actually shoots projectiles.
Yeah, I actually own a prop gun.
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you shoot? And can you shoot actual bullets out of the prop gun?
No, it's
actually
like
plugged.
And plugged. Yeah.
Yeah, but it does actually have a magazine where you can load in blanks that will shoot blanks.
Okay. So if you were to load a bullet in it, it would just explode.
Yeah, it would probably severely injure whoever's firing it.
Right.
There's whole regulations on, because we've seen this in movies. Many people.
It happened to Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee. There's other people. I think Gary, you brought it up that where he put the gun to his head and it.
John Eric Hexum is the guy who put the gun to his head and killed himself in '84. He was going to be a huge star. Very good looking dude, and then he killed himself.
The thing that a lot of people don't understand is that blanks can kill somebody at close range because it is firing like a wad of cotton or a wad of paper, and it can go
and there's still
body,
concussion.
with Brandon Lee.
So that's why we have regulation and rules on this.
Who would be the one who makes those decisions though to bring a prop gun versus a real gun?
Prop master.
The prop master.
It's basically, that's my job that I do on Louder with Crowder when we do sketches. We use real guns sometimes, but it's basically my job to do that exact job. So, yeah.
I've done some independent film stuff, and we actually use real guns, and we would double, triple, quadruple check it.
You check it
before we shot.
You check it. Somebody else checks it, and the actor checks it. That's
that's how it should be. These aren't things to fuck around with.
Yeah, it's not a joke.
Yeah. And then everyone checks it one more time. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
If you trained with guns, if you were comfortable around guns, you would know this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But apparently there was a walk-off on the set, and safety was an issue now, and it's Alec Baldwin, so He probably wasn't like the coolest cat on set all the time. He's got a reputation.
What's his reputation?
He's an asshole. Like he's a bombastic asshole everywhere he goes. He didn't start out that way. He used to be like decent to work with, and then he just turned into it. Who knows why? Not saying that's what happened here. Not to take away that the guy is going through a human tragedy. I'm not, like I didn't like the guy, but I'm not going to pile on him right now.
I'm sure he is legit. Probably like. Upset. I mean, it's a terrible accident. Yeah. And somebody's in trouble.
And this is
somebody screwed up.
The empathy goes both ways, not wishing people dead. And then you won't have people like throwing it in your face when something like this happens. And it's a great lesson to like, just, anything could happen to you or I. And we should remember that.
Production crew walked off Alec Baldwin movie set hours before shooting in row over conditions and were replaced by on-the-fly by locals. Workers feared for gun safety after 2 misfires days before Baldwin accidentally shot cinematographer. What the fuck? This is insane. This is getting horrifically bad by the minute. Like I said, this is getting really bad.
Alec Baldwin's also the producer.
Exactly.
Yeah, so he's liable.
He's double fucked.
Yeah.
How does that?
Wow.
How does it happen?
I want to say that I'm surprised, but I'm not.
No, negligence.
And these are the people always screaming about gun laws and gun safety.
Gun laws, gun safety, telling us how to live their lives. But here's the deal: like that whole IATSE strike, this plays into all of it. Like it's weird. Like the whole fucking even the Batwoman shit and this plays into that stuff. The crews, not a lot of people have sympathy for Hollywood right now, and I understand, but like the lower level people, the people who are on those sets, they work them like crazy, and then they threaten them with their job every day. So they if they want to stick around, and honestly, that's why I fucking quit. I'm like, fuck this isn't worth it. You're working 12-hour days minimum, and they don't feed you all the time. They don't give you breaks, and it's all for the promise of your next gig's going to be better. This is for exposure. You're working with Alec Baldwin. It's important. It'll get you some places. And for people to walk off the set, it must have been fucking bad. For 6 people to walk off even this size of a film, an Alec Baldwin film, that's pretty bad. And getting locals to come in, oh, dude. That's
you hear that this was a freak accident, and upon the news breaking, you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then once the shock kind of starts wearing off of like someone was actually shot on, then you start going, how the fuck did this happen? Because this doesn't sound like, oh, something fell on someone. You literally shot someone with a prop gun. How was it loaded? How did this happen? Why are you like, there is so many questions, and the more questions you start asking, and then you start hearing like this is not really a simple accident. At least it doesn't seem. It seems like that this is a disaster of a set with severe horrific leadership, severe neglect, and this is that ego kind of centric style of Hollywood people. This is getting ugly, man. This is getting real ugly.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
If you like what I do here, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking and sharing the videos. It really does help. And if you did this with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.